how to get deep in a convo. So when I get deep in a conversation, it's more so it's not what I ask, it's more so what I get them to share. So if I'm asking you about the Warriors, or sorry, if I ask you what your favorite basketball team is and you say the Warriors, all right, you're sharing with me your favorite basketball team. But if I say why out of all the teams, why the Warriors, then you're going to break down to me why you like the Warriors, and you could share to me a story. Like for me, I like the Warriors because I remember when I was younger, I went to I used to play baseball. I had this teammate. We're like family now, and he used to go to this aftercare program. It was called PMA. It was really like it was performance martial arts, but they had like an aftercare program, and they used to do sleepovers like I don't know how often, but they used to do sleepovers every now and then. And I went to one of those sleepovers after one of our baseball games, and we played 2K at the karate jump at the PMA place. And he used the Warriors. He kept talking about how he liked the Warriors, and I just started using the Warriors on 2K, and that's how the Warriors became my favorite team. So me having that whole backstory, I shared something with you that was a little deep to me, and it just simply came from what I shared, not necessarily what you asked. The only thing you asked me or I asked you was why do you like the Warriors? But it was what you shared with me or what I shared with you that allowed the conversation to go deep. Now, the issue is a lot of people are not self-conscious or self-aware or can even communicate themselves well, but at the same time, there's a lot of people who love to talk about themselves. So you're going to have some people that know how to respond to that, and you're going to have some people that don't know how to respond to that. For the people that don't know how to respond to that, that's okay. You can't force conversation. Just understand that everybody's not going to be able to deliver a great response to what you ask, like a person who does understand themselves and can communicate with themselves. And that's why people who are charismatic can have conversations, make friends with a lot of people because they are able to do so, and it's just easier to have a conversation and easier to make a connection with them because they are able to share and communicate how they feel about certain things, and it just makes it easier. How can I become a shark? uh you can become a shark when you understand women better, like understand interactions, when you understand. No, you can become a shark when you start choosing girls that choose you. You're literally not gonna miss. Like you're literally not gonna miss when you choose girls that choose you, right? And that don't just mean that you choose girls that approach you. That mean when you go talk to a girl, you can notice whether she is actually interested in talking to you at that moment, or not, or she's fucking with the vibe. Like you can pick up on how she is, and based off y'all interaction, and that interaction gonna let you know like, okay, she either fucking with me or nah, it's kind of dry, it's not flowing. When you can pick up on that, and you start deciding like, oh, I'm a put effort into her because she is good vibes, easy to talk to, she's showing interest, opposed to putting effort into a girl who don't text back, who don't reach out first or whatever. That's how you become a shark because you now know how to differentiate a girl that is worth the time and a girl that's not worth the time. I became the shark that I became when I started just focusing on the girls that gave me the time of day. Because the girls that didn't, they can give their time of day to somebody else, and I'll give mine to somebody else. More so adopting a mentality of what do I look like liking somebody that don't like me. Like I can think you're attractive, but the moment that I find out that you're not interested in me, I'm no longer interested in you because I'm not thirsty, and I know that there's somebody out there that's interested in me, and I'm also aware of what I have to offer and the value that I have. So there's no need for me to even worry about you. Although you do look great, and I do understand maybe sometime later down the line you'll be interested in me. Maybe so, maybe not, but I'm not gonna focus too much on that right now. Like, there's too many other girls out here that would love to be with me. Simple. That's what I told myself in my head, and it's the truth. I didn't seen it happen too many times. I didn't had girls that stopped talking to me that came back years later and got crushed. So like, it didn't really phase me, bro. Once I seen that happen for me, it was more so like I just started believing like I had to change my belief like I can real life get girls. Like it was one point where it was like, well, what am I doing wrong or what am I doing different that they're not doing? And there were certain things that I had to fix and adjust and shit like that. But the main thing was like believing that I could actually get those girls. Cause when I changed that mindset, I started shooting the shot. I started shooting shots at girls that I may not have shot shots at. And shit, I started fucking hitting them bitches, bro. Simple as that. Simple as that. A lot of y'all aren't as far as y'all make it seem, and then a lot of y'all are way farther. Like, I don't care what nobody say, bro. There's levels to this shit, bro. Like there's tiers to this, bro. Like, you gotta know what your lane is and what you shooting at, bro. Cause yeah, simple as that, bro. There's levels to this shit, bro. With all due respect, bro. Like, I have a girlfriend, so all due respect to my relationship, but let's just say Jada Waiter, right? Jada Waiter is not fucking with me, and not at this point in my life. Maybe later down the line, if I was kicked up, I had money, you feel me? I had my life going on, you feel me? And then she saw me and saw my habits, shit like that. Yeah, she would definitely fall in love with the type of man I am. But based off of the man there's other factors here. Like, she didn't fucked with niggas or dudes that are able to provide. Oh shit, that's a sack. That was worthy too. Sorry. She didn't mess with dudes that have provided for them, like Lil Baby. Like, what the fuck I got with I ain't got shit on Lil Baby, bro. Like, I literally ain't got shit on Lil Baby. So me shooting my shot at Jada Waiter, like, come on now, like, I'm really out shooting a full court shot. So it's more so like, be realistic. Like, there's definitely tiers and levels to this shit. But like, that girl in your school, like, nigga, that ain't shit. Go talk to her. Go talk to her, bro. But if she like the baddest joint in the school, and you don't take care of your appearance, you ain't got no cologne, no haircut, you can't dress, none of that. Don't even waste your time, bro. At least look the part, because if she the baddest and she get her hair done, she be getting her nails done, she be wearing her lip gloss, that means she care about what she look like. So she gonna care about the dude that she talk. She gonna care about what they look like too. And that's not the only thing that's gonna help you get a girl. By far, that is not the only thing, bro. Cause my looks, I like to think I'm a handsome man. I was able to get girls that I thought was fine shit, crushes, all that. And then once I got their attention, got their numbers, and started talking to them and shit, that shit died down. Why? Cause I was a lame ass nigga outside of my looks. Like, I had my self esteem wasn't as high as it should have been. Like, I looked good, but I didn't even believe I looked good enough. I didn't think I was tall enough. I didn't think I was handsome enough. Feel me? So there's a lot of different things, but it all starts with your mindset, bro. Get your get your mindset together. Is this some relationship advice? Yeah, I would say relationship advice, like dating advice in general, bro. I don't want to say specifically for high school, but I wish I knew this advice in high school. I found all this shit out outside of high school. Like, I had dropped out of college and all that. I wasn't even around girls like that when I figured this shit out, because if I did, bro, what? I took all this shit information that I learned outside of school, and then I would go to different colleges. What's up, Daniel? I go to different colleges, homecomings, different events, because my friends go to school there, and I go shoot, I go fuck with the girls there and just be having so much emotion. I went to, bruh, chat, let me tell y'all a story real quick. My freshman year of college, I was in a relationship, I had a girlfriend and all that. We was off and on throughout that whole freshman year, but basically I ain't get no girls, bro. I ain't get no hoes, I didn't know none of that shit, nothing. Didn't hit no jumps my whole freshman year. I was in a relationship, so I was being respectful, but like, no motion, bro. No motion my whole freshman year. Outside of this one girl who was just around, like, no motion. Fast forward, bro. I go back the year after that. Let's go. I go back the year after that for my birthday. Then the year after that for homecoming. And then the year after last year for homecoming. First year back, I went to North Carolina Central, and it was North Carolina A&T, like an hour away. How did I find this girl? It was this one girl I found on Instagram. I have no clue how I found her, but she ended up going to NCAT, bro. How you spell that word, Jones? I spell it Jants or Joints. Don't really matter. I seen this girl. I have no clue. Yeah, it is a Scully off TikTok. I had no clue how I found her. It was definitely on Instagram, but she was from VA, but she go to North Carolina A&T, and I talked to her for a little. Oh shit, Pat, chill out, fool. I talked to her for a little minute, and then we stopped talking. But we rekindled. And when I went down, like I said, I had no motion. When I went down, first link, 3 a.m. Huh, nigga. That's one. Second month. Second year. Like I said, I had no hoes my freshman year. My junior year, I wasn't in school, but would have been my junior year. I go down there, I got women friends, female friends, and this is why it's so important to have female friends and homegirls, bro. I go with the homegirls. They get a section at the club. She invite me out. It's me. I bring my old roommate. Who's that? Kareem Hunt. I bring my old roommate. I it's me and my old roommate and 12 other girls, bruh. We the only two dudes in the section. I'm getting motion here. Go to the crib. Hit another jump. Right? But I'm locked in. I'm meeting new girls and all that. Ended up messing with another one of them girls in that friend group. Hit that. Cool beans. That's a couple of weeks later. Then the next year, last homecoming, that same friend group hit another jump in the friend group. All this, like, I didn't have no motion when I went to school, but when I go back now, or I'm in a relationship, but before my relationship, when I would go back, it was just easy. And what changed? My mindset. It was like I believe like I'm really him. Like I could really get these girls. There's no reason for me to be pressed over jumps. There's no reason for me to be pressed over these girls. Like I can get them. Like there's no need for me to force it. And I feel like that's the difference between my freshman year and now. Like, I really don't feel like I gotta force it with a girl. Like eye contact, low tone, and a good conversation, bro. A smile, a joke every now and then, bro. She's cooked. Like literally, bro. I know I look the part. I take care of myself. So like, it's all it come down to. And if she fucking me, she fucking me. If she don't, I don't give a fuck. I literally don't, cause there's somebody out here that do. And think about it this way, chat. Y'all know how like I know y'all done seen a girl or a few girls that like when you see them, they just like turn your head like automatically. Whether like you in a car and you driving past somebody or you going out and you walk past somebody. There's a specific type. That's where they say your type. There's something about your type that catches your attention. But every girl is not that type. So every girl doesn't get your attention. But that girl that is your type, she do catch your attention. And what's my point? It's flip flopped. Hold on, Trevor Lawrence. Who's that? Brian Thomas. I need that. Sorry. It's flip flop for women too. So like, you're gonna be a girl's type based off of what you look like. Like you're not gonna be every girl's type because every girl's not your type. But you're gonna be a girl's type, and there's plenty of girls that you look at that have no clue. That's holding. Can you throw the flag? Thank you. Um, there's gonna be I don't even know what the fuck I was saying, but there's gonna be girls that you look at, or there's girls out there that you look at that you think is fine as shit that have no clue that you even think they're fine as shit. And it's the same with you. Like there's girls out there that probably like what you look like and how you carry yourself, and you have no fucking clue. So like, there's no need to be pressed about it. Like you just have to understand and really like believe like there's somebody out there for me, and there's no need for me to be thirsty or whatever. I need to focus on everything else outside of that. I don't lie, bro. I can't see myself with nobody because I got a commitment issue. How do I fix that? You fix that by stop claiming commitment issues. One, because you're claiming your identity. If you believe that you have commitment issues, then you're gonna make all your decisions based off of that. Like you're literally gonna think and act and move like you have commitment issues. The real truth is you haven't found somebody that you could commit to, but it's very possible. Like, what do you do? Are you in school? You have a hobby? You play the game? Play sports? What you do outside of shit? Don't try to force convo. If there's nothing to talk about, gaslight about something, then tease them about actually believing you after. I ain't gonna lie, that's a good game. It's just like interesting. Oh, it's halftime already. Check the parlays. We already hit one of them, Jones chat. We already hit our first parlay. They ain't pay me yet for that one. Trevor Lawrence is looking on par. Travis Hunter's looking on par. Pacheco's looking on par. And Brenton Strange, he just needs 2 more catches. That's looking on par. The Chiefs spread is looking on par. Under 45.5 is looking on par. Travis Kelce receiving yards and Juju receptions. He needs 2 more catches. Travis Etienne, he needs a touchdown. Kareem Hunt needs a touchdown. I don't know how well that was going to do. Trevor Lawrence, halfway to my other one. I still need shit. Xavier Worthy has -1 receiving yards. They call that a pass. Whatever, bro. Whatever, bro. One of my shit's cashed already, so that's pretty good. That's good for the mental. There's a couple other ones that are in position to cash too. If I can get at least 2 of these to cash, not to be greedy, maybe 3. This one looks like it's on cash, but at least 3, 2 to 3, I'd be good. I'm on 4%, so get your last second questions in. A good relationship are boring and silence. Just ask her if she's okay with silence. Yeah, I wouldn't say boring, but like I agree. Like I wouldn't say me and my girlfriend relationship is boring, but it's not like that a same excitement. Like you're not gonna get that same excitement that you found at the very beginning consistently like 24/7. Like it's on you to find that spark, like trying new dates and trying new stuff out and shit like that. But I wouldn't say boring. I don't know if boring is the best word there. I would more so say because my relationship is not boring. I would more so say I gotta think on that word. Can you date a girl that's in your same school as you? Yes. That would be ideal, actually. Um, how do you stop being an insecure guy? Starts with your self-talk. You have to realize like what you tell yourself is what you're going to believe, and what you believe is how you move. So you believing that you're insecure and telling yourself insecure, you're going to move like you're insecure, and people aren't going to see the value that you offer and see the type of person you really are. And that was my issue as well, where I wasn't like the most insecure person, but I also didn't project confident person. And the difference that I had to make was just focusing more on what I did offer and what I had to offer. So me doing more in my life, me reading more books, me locking in on more of my task and my goals and focusing on my content, listening to successful speakers and listening to podcasts and educating myself. Me feeding and investing all this knowledge into myself made me feel better about myself. So I started moving a lot differently because I knew that what I had to offer. I knew that if I'm consuming all this content that millionaires are consuming, if I'm consuming all this content that's going to help me get to where I'm trying to go in life, I'm receiving information that and all this value that I can put on to somebody else. Like this information is changing my life, and now that I'm aware of it, I can change somebody else's life. So if I'm messing with a girl, she gonna feel it, like she's gonna feel the value that I give her. Like I can change her life. Like I'm the perfect man to raise a kid. Like all things like that. So it really starts with like what you telling yourself. So me really listening to this stuff and then really believing it in myself and then believing in myself, it just changed everything. It really changed everything. I break a lot of that down on Patreon. Boring as in y'all chilling and not talking. Yeah, I would say enjoying each other company. Me and my girl, I was just on the phone with my girl while I was driving home. We didn't say shit, and I was perfectly fine with it because I'm over here watching the game. Like yesterday, my girl, she was doing her homework for school. I was over here watching the Warriors game. Hey, if you want to improve your game and want to learn more and get more content, hey, check out the Patreon. That's how you gonna learn how to get the girls you want. All your questions, I promise I've answered them before, broken them down 10 times better than I did on live today. So if you like that, check that out. I also have the magnetic mouthpiece. I think that you should get the Patreon first, then the magnetic mouthpiece. Because magnetic mouthpiece really is just about how to be more magnetic with your words, and that really starts with your mindset and being able to communicate how you feel and understand yourself, which I talk about in magnetic mouthpiece, but you get a full breakdown of that in the Patreon, so you'll be more prepared. And then I have a conquering confidence course. If you have low confidence, you don't believe in yourself and you want to get to that point where you can talk to anybody and not really worry about it, Conquering Confidence. But like I said before, I think the Patreon is going to be your best bet. It's the cheapest option, but you get the most for your money. And then once you do that and you enjoy what you got in the Patreon, Magnetic Mouthpiece, Conquering Confidence,